Good afternoon, folks. It is a bright, sunny, warm day here in Maine. Thelma just told me it's 81 degrees. I'll bring this a little closer here. 81 degrees out there in a bright, sunshiny Friday afternoon. And we haven't mowed the lawn yet, but she's threatening to do that this afternoon. So maybe I'll let her do that, at least the part around the house. We can't mow over by the garden yet. It's still very wet over there. And I still have plenty of work to do over there in the woods. I've got many chunks of wood, logs, to transport over here to this side of the brook. I hesitate to call it a brook. I don't know what else to call it, though. The ducks have been enjoying it, as nasty as it looks sometimes. And we're still feeding them cracked corn, a little bit to a time. Anyway, we were sitting out here, right where I am now, yesterday afternoon, having a cup of coffee after lunch, and a little, I think it was a minivan or SUV, small SUV, drove up by with a couple of people in it. I think the one in the passenger seat was a lady. I'm not sure about the driver. Older folks, our age, this color hair. And they slowed down a little bit, and then they started waving. And it's like, who are they? They didn't stop. It's like, well, come on in, have a visit. Don't know who you are, but I'm thinking, maybe they know who we are, know who I am. They see me sitting out here, and it's like, hey, that's Steve. That's the guy on the video. I don't know. Hi. So, if you want to stop in and say hi, don't hesitate. It's usually best to wait till afternoon, though. We don't always get going early in the morning, especially when we have a day like today, which is sort of a day off for us. The last 2 days have been busy from morning till late afternoon, and into the evening a little bit. So we don't always get going early in the morning. Maybe some of you folks are like that too. I know some of you are still out there working. Thanks for that. Keep going. Do a good job. I've been working on the video thing again. I've been trying to refine my output files from my scanner, and I've been studying a lot and finding there's all kinds of variables, bit rate and resolution. I know about resolution, I know about frames per second, but bit rate was kind of a mystery, and it's still kind of just a big crow just flew by. I'm almost thinking we have a raven around in the neighborhood. Maybe that was him. Anyway, I have finally come up with a best solution for my Wolverine scanner, because it scans at it produces files at 20 frames per second, which is a little faster than the movies that I'm scanning. Old movies are 16 frames, newer ones are 18. So I want to improve them if I can, which there again, that's kind of am I really improving them? Well, anyway, so I reset the time for them, so they play back at the normal speed. I do the stabilization, which is an amazing feature in Movie Maker, and now I'm exporting them at 24 frames per second. I found that that's probably the best. It kind of defaults to 29.97, which I don't understand, which I think has to do with television and movie frequencies and things like that. I'm going with 24 frames per second at 10,000 kilobits per second. That's 10 megabits per second for a bit rate, and it kind of changes anyway on its own. But here comes some folks that we know down there. There's one of our Mechanic Falls people that posts on the Facebook a lot. Posts on the Facebook page a lot. They didn't look over this way. Anyway, they walk a lot. A lot of people walk on our street with their dogs, without their dogs. So I'm coming up with a good solution that I think is going to satisfy me and thereby satisfy my potential customers. So that's what I've been working on last evening, this morning, trying to do some experiments and get it the best I can. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Maybe I'll take you for a ride tomorrow.